Welcome to Play It Bogart on Twitch, where we play your favorite games from the 80s, the 90s, the aughts, and beyond. And now, introducing a guy who's not opening for himself right now, Play It Bogart.
Gavel. What's going on with that gavel? Or is Pib just having last second issues with the Wiimote that he just got all sorted out? Yeah, that's probably closer to the truth. Good evening, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the continuing adventures of Phoenix Wright stepping in some clown shit. How's everyone doing today? I was thinking to wear this really gaudy looking hot pink thing with black stripes on it, but kind of need to work on a little bit more before, so I thought I'd go with this tasteful nude-ish outfit. Nude, yes. Nude is, of course, spelled with a Y in this household. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing okay. Rio's having a fun old time playing Stardew over there, and we're gonna step in some clown shit. Exactly, nude is spelled with a Y. No, N-Y-U-D-E. That's how that's how it's supposed to be spelled in the Queen's English, as it were. Christ, I could kill somebody with this thing. I could just go, whoop-bam! Dead. Alright, which snake did I have to skin for that? The liquid one. See, it's very soft and smooth, like liquid snake, I see. Oh, wait, that's not the sound I was looking for. There's the sound I'm looking for. You made the chair worse. Aw, well, hopefully you'll improve it as the night goes on. I mean, this is a good chair, but I wore the ass out of it, and I had to buy a pad. Or buy a new chair. I mean, one is definitely more cost-effective than the other. Yeah. Your new chair is not very comfy in the ass region? Well, good thing we got another cushion. Cause yeah. Alrighty then. Let's continue the festivities of some fucking legal drama shit. Hang on a second, I'm brain farting and forgetting which one of these damn things it is. That one?
In the city of Los Angeles, rising crime rates have resulted in the implementation of the bench trial system. In these trials, many defendants are represented by an ace attorney known as Phoenix Wright. These are his stories.
Now, there was one thing I was gonna do here. Oh, you get out of the way. You're done here. There was one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to do a previously on, and just have it be the judge going, what was it he screamed? He screamed, order, 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 and then he says, what is the meaning of this? But, so suffice to say, did Gumshoe hold a Smash Bros envelope there? He might have. So in the previous trial, we had very conflicting information from our witnesses, and the judge completely lost his shit and screamed at a clown for hours on end. Why is everyone in the anime pics look so much younger than in the game shots apart from edgy? That's what pixels will do to you. Ah, damn it, the Wiimote fell asleep again. Son of a bitch. Man, Man, this thing's getting very temperamental. Alright. So here's the fun thing about using a Wiimote on an actual computer with Bluetooth. Like, if I don't use the thing in like 5 minutes, it falls asleep and then it loses sync, and I gotta, of course, you gotta go into your computer's device settings, but you can't go into the Windows 10 one. You have to go into the one that looks like Windows 7, and it's a pain in the neck. Don't ever use one of these with a computer. Just don't. Right now, this is grandfathered in. It's the only way this shit is actually gonna fly. I believe we have it now. Yes. Hopefully that's the last of that for a little while. Alright, so we have established that our witness claims that the killer flew away from the crime scene. Yeah. So we gotta do something about that. Alright, December 29th. They're making me work before New Year's. What a crock of shit. Nick. What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Those damn killer birds. Hey, Evan. Welcome to the stream. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks. Magic tricks are by the very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. I'm just not good at it. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearl showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's say it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Heh. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow, how'd you do that, Nick? You're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks, like flying away from the scene of a murder. Oh, yes. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you just keep trying to figure it out. For this, ignorance is truly bliss. Right, so we need to talk about what happened yesterday. See, that's the thing. If I was attorney in this, I wouldn't be shouting objection. I'd be shouting, we need to talk. I just gotta fit that on mug. I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. And as we know, Maya is really bad at getting away from the scene of a murder. Yes, she's incredibly bad at it. This isn't even the last time she's gonna get fingered for murder. Hello, hello, hello. That wasn't really a joke. That was more lewd than anything else. Nah, well, I already pushed the button. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. But that's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Hey, Lord Chaos Longshot, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe that he flew, in air quotes. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max! Something feels like it's frigged up with chatbot here. I'm gonna terminate it and bring it back real quick. You're not really helping my confidence here, Maya. Any ideas? Everyone seems to have the chatbot sit in front of the dialogue, so I can't fucking read anything. Scoot along. You being a schmoop? Interesting. Yeah, let me test something real quick here. How about, let's do this one. Great. Chatbot's dead. I'll fix you, you little shit. What the hell's the problem here? Okay, so something frigged up with the API apparently. Give me like 3 seconds here to remember what the hell use ham on things password is. Let's see, it's I love Butts 47. I love Butts 47. That's not actually the password, obviously. Don't try it. Though that would be an awesome password, though. So now, does it work this time?
Somebody get
Alright, we're back in business. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, F's for Philadelphia. Jesus, that's some fucking shit that's going on there. Everyone seems to hate Max, Ben, Trillo, Mo. They all have nothing nice to say. The fucking Wiimote fell asleep while I was doing this.
No. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Fucking thing sucks!
Jesus H. Christ. You got one fucking job computer, just... I mean, I wasn't even not using the thing for that fucking long. I just changed the batteries in this damn thing. Shouldn't be fucking rocket appliance. Wow. I think we're switching to the DS version when we get the Trials and Tribulations. If this is gonna keep up. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? Butts? We love butts. That doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume. But Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. Alright, well I guess we're just gonna have to go fucking look around then. And you, no sleep till, Brooklyn? Is that a song the kids like these days? Let's go talk with our client. Maybe. If he's available. Oh yeah. Oh, my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. Hey, Windy City Misfit. Welcome to the stream. I gotta get on getting a proper butt emote, even if it's an official or a side one. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. They said that since I'm a famed magician, let's make your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? He's very flamboyant, Gambit. That much is certain. Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Alright. Show it on Twitch. That'll give Mixer a run for their money. Oh, would that I could, but they're not going to let me do that. Hey, Mary Marvelite. Welcome to the stream. I gotta say, you got a bitchin' UI on your streams. That's some top shelf stuff right there. You wouldn't picture this Gambit down the bayou. Well, actually, you think that, but the character... See... Maximilian Galacticus' stage name, his real name is Billy Bob Johns. He's a little bump. He's a country bumpkin at heart. He's just talking with a funny accent. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, the nameplates are still fucked. Do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. Oh yeah. I mean, for me, I'm gonna stay here on Twitch, but, you know, we could always use competition in the streaming universe. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. You're not keeping it shut right now, you're not. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Alright. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Oh, fuck no, that's just not happening. I'm sorry. Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like that? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. The performers at the circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. Oh my. That is something I simply cannot tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max said just rings true to my ears. Tell me about the Grand Prix. You did it? Did you do the chair? Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling the story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Exactly. If he doesn't want to talk about the Grand Prix, why does he keep bringing up the Grand Prix?
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Oh lord, you got a picture from the Grand Prix?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
We can't have any Grand Prix on this screen. I'm sorry. Just look at that fabulous. Oh, thank Christ. This is clearly Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! At some point, we are doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. I'm just putting that out there for you right now. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. That's how you earn a trophy.
Attempt to move or we'll be shooting ourselves.
Well, hello, Nitro and friends. Welcome to the stream. How's Sen's Fortress treating you, bud? I caught you in there once, and I seen you down hanging over by Mr. Ceaseless Discharge. Can I get a shout out for Nitro? He's a good streamer. Good old Scottish streamer. Plays Days Gone and Dark Souls and just doesn't give a fuck. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. We are playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We are playing what many critics call the worst case in the entire franchise. We stepped in some clown shit. And I'm not even joking about that. Aladdin 3, oh yes, because that is the... I got that in a... I got a couple different raid ones, but Aladdin 3, that is just... Always glad to see you here, bud. Make yourselves comfortable. Try the veal. Tip your servers. All those fun things. Anyway, we are grilling our client right now. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Sen's Funhouse is not a fun. No, Sen's Funhouse is not a fun time. That's why we call it the Funhouse. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Watch and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail. Yeah, he streams good shit. Very good stuff for people who work American office hours and need to have something on. He's a good boy. Grand Prix photo added to the court record. Are you suggesting I'm pronouncing that wrong? I think I had it right the first time. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Grand Prix. The X cannot be silent. There are no silent letters in this channel. We established this previously. The pain. Nearly through it now? Excellent. Oh, but there's so much more after. I eagerly anticipate being able to watch you do that. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just... Is there anything here I should be asking him about? Let me see. No, I don't think there's really anything we gotta grill him over here. let's go, let's perhaps check out the scene of the crime. To the circus entrance. Sacre bleu, merci beaucoup for the 10-month resub, Nitro. Thank you very much, bud. You generous, lovely individual, you. Mwah. Whoop whoop, exactly. We do love our subs. They enable me to buy dipshit outfits like this and wear it on stream.
It's all your fault.
So, wife says, it's all your fault. I mean, this is a business expense. I'm not wearing this to the office. I'm wearing it on stream. This is a business expense. Anyway, very big circus entrance. Whoop whoop. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. All right, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. But you're whining. Let's just give this a shot already. All right, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. Don't quit your day job, fellas. Don't blame Nitro. Well, no. You technically a lot of people share that blame. It's not just you. Don't worry. What are you doing? Row, fight the power. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this isn't gonna work. You enjoy saying dumb things. You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. They're two different characters because reasons. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training. Whoa. Yes, Trillo said I wouldn't give up until he said we try out a new idea for a routine. So we're trying to sing it around for a new ventriloquism act. Yeah, there's no fucking way you two are gonna be able to sing row, 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 row your boat together. I'm sorry, that's not how ventriloquism works. And around, you can really do that? That's incredible. You also can't get the fucking nameplates right. See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you. And they're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once you got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Seriously, they can't even get the nameplates wrong for 5 fucking seconds in this. We've had Ben talking as Maya, Maya talking as Ben. It's GG Dynacore or Dynaware, whatever company ported this thing. Ah, there it is. Now that I got this ring back, it's time to make one more shot at Regina. The puppet wants to marry the victim's daughter. It was a whole thing. That's right, a puppet wants to marry a human being, because why not? It's 2019, why not? I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Is this a bad time to admit you've never played these games? No. The first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem, but no, don't you worry. Don't you worry about a Xeno evil. See, that's the beauty of it. For a lot of these people, I'm playing it so they don't even have to. Like, again, this is the worst case ever. Now that I've played it, no one else will have to play it ever again. Well, first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? And that, exactly. So I'm saving people the grief. Oh yeah, that's right. And then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. The puppet's alive. Isn't that kind of cheating for a ventriloquist? It's kind of a gray area. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. We're having problems identifying whether these people saw the victim or the accused. Let's talk about marriage. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. Regina. No, that's a place in Saskatchewan. And it rhymes with anyway. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Exactly, Nitro. You got the idea. Damn it, wrong button. This one. I gotta get a better... bigger stream deck. Stream deck. Whoa. I gotta work on that sometime. Yeah, you haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Waiting for this is part of being in love. This guy looks like he knows all about Regina. Hello. How so? Exactly, it's not about the size, it's how you... Yeah, there's a little bit of truth to that. If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love. That's one of the best parts. Oh, Jesus H. Christ, this boy's... Woo, boy! Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Oh boy. It's getting very hot in here. So how is this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are a secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. There'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. Let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performance is shame for the world. Who does he think he is? Hello, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he's the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trilloquist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Oh, for fuck's sake. Boy, that's not dating this game at all. I would head desk if there wasn't an electric stick in front of me. Another, I just got that joke for a moment. There's one in the next game where they make a 300 men, a 300 reference, yeah. Where some techie's talking about some kind of special algorithm, and the algorithm works out to be SPARDA. And Maya says, this is madness, and Phoenix says, no, this is Sparta. I'm not even making that up. God damn, when I stopped pushing this thing long enough, it fell asleep again. What the? No, they're brand new batteries. The thing's not dying, I just apparently need to keep pushing buttons on this fucking thing. Just keep the damn screen open. This is the problem. I don't even have the... I broke the thing on here. Maybe I'm gonna have to import that real quick. I'm gonna have to keep waving this thing around so it doesn't fall asleep on me, friggin' apparently. I'm just gonna keep mashing the down button. Because if this is gonna keep happening, I'm gonna need the fucking sound clip. Where is it? Okay, go to here. Copy. Go to the Ace Attorney one. Go here. Paste. Push button.
I broke it. I broke the game.
Yeah, you went to heat up dinner and you came back to you're the man now dog joke. Yep. That's just how far this game has sunk. That reason alone is why this is the worst case in the whole game. Row, 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 your boat will be a key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? No, you don't. Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this, too. Alright, is there anything I want to ask them about? Let's have a look here. Do they have anything new to say about the defendant? Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we don't need you to look at this after all. Okay, so they give a generic response if you try to ask them about something and they have no... God damn it. No, nothing to add on the topic. You know what? No, I think we're good. Actually, I think he wanted us to show everyone the Grand Prix photos. Let's do that. Let's show off Maximilian's Grand Prix. Oh, they have nothing to add to that, I guess. Sounds good, Nitro. Thanks for having you and your friends stop by. We always appreciate it. Au revoir, mes amis. Alright, let's go to the big top, I suppose? Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Yeah, that's good. I mean, right. Alright, is there any reason I would have to go to the ringmaster's room right now? Max and the ringmaster at their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that? Maybe it was cold or something? So, here's the one thing that's bugging me. I know at some point we have to grab the piece of paper that's sticking out of the coat here, but we haven't tripped the flag that would make that necessary. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. But... oh, a scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. So, I mean, it's clearly a thing, but we're not allowed to take it yet. Until someone tells us to take it. So it's gonna be a little bit before we get to find out what the hell that thing is doing here. Let's check out the cafeteria. No, Phoenix, I'm pretty sure we can. I still haven't cleaned this place up yet. Probably got one look at the state of this place. She'd slap whoever was in charge across the face. Remind me to never invite her to my office. Okay, nothing new here, I guess. Okay. Let's check out, okay, we have to go back to the entrance so in order to get to the crime scene. Which is here. Oh, it's you two! You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? Nah, I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Being bossed around by a woman. I know how you feel. Hey, old ball and chain's calling the shots here. Ah, old-timey joke. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal, but the laughs just don't come. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna want to. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Oh boy, mildly sexist humor, my favorite. I mean, it's not the worst, but you know. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. 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 Looks like she's wound him pretty tight. She's directly above us as we... What? What the fuck you just say? Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the criminal jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
Got it, we're going.
Got it, we're going. Von Karma! Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Fuck it, let's go right now.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Fucking thing sucks!
Oh boy. We're pilgrims in an unholy land. Oh good. Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Aha, 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 aha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. Huh. He must really love his work. Okay, so I guess whatever we're doing is not here. Wow, Gumshoe already frigged off. Huh. Now it's time for the best part of any Ace Attorney game. What did I forget to do? Perhaps we can check out the big top? No, that's not it. Something new and... No, nobody's ever standing in the ringmaster's room. Cafeteria? Okay, here we go. A lot of flags in this game you gotta set up, and once you've played it long enough, you kind of start knowing what to look for. Ah, right! Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria! Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is? Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza?
It's fucking delicious.
I mean, that is true.
Tears of joy.
I order Mexican pizza all the fucking time. It's delicious. Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. Okay, what is your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. The hell did you do? Boo. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? That was worse than Dad joked here. This clown better not quit his day job. Oh shit, this is his day job. Never mind. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was gonna be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd last night that I had to smash watermelons. Oh, God. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke? Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? You're ashamed to admit on the first playthrough you laughed at the majority of his jokes. Well, I mean, you know, some of this shit catches you by surprise. Sometimes it's funnier when you read it instead of having it come out of this pile of flesh over here. Oh my god, what the fuck? You know what? I'm gonna put the old batteries in this thing. We're gonna be right back. This is getting out of hand.
I broke it. I broke the game.
Where's my BRB? Maybe this spells something. Ha! The number one answer, bitch! Ha ha!
Holy shit!
Oh my god, he's
Oh,
right
shit! Your nipple. God.
there. I'll take the little... God, are you... What? 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 Haha. Oh, jeez, Arth back. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's see if this works. Alright. The original batteries are now in this thing instead of the brand new ones I just put in. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I mean, look, if I gotta switch to an actual controller, I'll do it, but I want to use this. I saw what I saw. I swear, that creep just flew through the air.
It wasn't exactly flying per se. It was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max.
I don't see a Cyclock. He must be telling the truth. Alright, let's, I feel like we need to ask him some questions here. Let's actually show him the Grand Prix photo, because why not?
Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too.
Huh? You've seen it as well? You've seen his Grand Prix? Oh, Lord.
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around.
My... Whoa. I wonder how grand it really is. This grand! Oh, that's still fair. That's still pretty grand, I gotta say. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture.
He showed you his Grand Prix for real? What do you mean?
He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in a It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness.
He's got a big bust, and he cannot lie? Hey kids, hey Nick and Fonte, welcome to the stream. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Oh, Phoenix, sorry, I know how much you're very much into his Grand Prix and his bust. Sorry, you can't hide that from me, Feeny. Tell me about Max's bust.
Max's bust should be on that small table over there.
There's nothing over there.
Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden.
Oh, well, you know, some people are into Grand Prix. There's not a damn thing wrong with that.
The bust disappeared.
It disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really...
I'm guessing that's Maya who's speaking. Hey, this thing is really cool! Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me! Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Max G. Bust, added to the court record. Is there anything else that's changed about this place?
Nope, nothing's changed that I can see.
Why, hello, Miss Satan Thunderfuck. Hello. Yes, very snaky today. I do love me this snake bodysuit. It's just... looks like a goddamn... I was saying I look like a goddamn king or queen. Yes. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or is he setting up a bad joke?
Nope, I'm drawing a blank here.
A quiet mo is a good mo in my book. The perfect purse? Oh, yes. I mean, I'm gonna need something for TwitchCon at some point. I gotta get around to that. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
Well, there's this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different.
Tell us! What's changed about the room?
Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center.
Piece of paper?
It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title.
Yikes! It says, "To the murderer!" Murderer?
Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it.
When did you find this?
The morning before the murder.
Before the murder?
Yeah. The ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered.
And you didn't think to tell us this sooner? Who in the world posted this thing? With his inflections, I wonder if he can be like a famous drink and be set on fire. The Flamin' Mo. Oh, yes. Note, added to the court record. Nick, I think this is a very important clue. It's like, oh god, the thing didn't fall asleep, did it? No, it didn't. I'm gonna ask our client about this one. I feel like maybe he would know a thing or two since he was in the cafeteria on the morning of the incident in question. So let's go look for him. Max, got a little question for you, bud. We need to talk. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. That's the flag we needed to set. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Is that so? Alright. Let's go grab it and have a look, I guess. Couldn't just grab the note and save ourselves the commute. Just had to keep driving between the crime scene and the police department. That seems like a reasonable use of our fucking time here. Alright, so where is this note and what the hell's written on it? Alright, gimme. You couldn't have just taken it before, we can only take it now. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved in the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. The feeling that you just can't stop? Deep inside of you? Nah. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I know it! It fits perfectly with the other piece! What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Oh lord. Oh my. Spill the tea. Meet at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Oh my. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Note updated in the court record. And Max also wanted us to ask Regina about it, so we gotta track her down. If I'm Regina, where would I be? I wouldn't have gone to the cafeteria, would I? Oh, wrong button. That one. What? Mo's gone! There's a message on the bulletin board.
I'm hungry, so I'm out to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo.
Hamburger. Oh. Just thinking about it is making me hungry!
Same, girl, same.
All of a sudden, I want a burger bad! All of a sudden, I need a new partner bad! Oh, Phoenix, would you quit being such a little bitch? Alright, so now we gotta find whatever the hell else has changed. Let's see if maybe Franziska finished up her investigation. Actually, do you know anything about this? Anything at all? Answer is no. Okay. Impulsive little minx, isn't she? Just a smidge. Alright, you here again, Gumshoe? Oh, you are. Holy shit. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But, with Miss Von Karma. Uh-oh. There's a blue thing coming towards the green thingy. The red thingy towards the green thingy. I think we're the green thingy. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See you, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. I've never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. Uh-oh, Ow! That whip could cut through me! That is assault. Shit. Rip Maya. Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a battle in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something, eh? I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I guess it's a joke. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness. You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. Is the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Yeah, I get it already. You want to bait and destroy me. What the fucking do? Can't worry about her. I'm gonna try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. Ooh, I think we hit a sore spot. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Kalma. Of course, your dad. I know you met him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of vip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or in any other conversation? You mean it's not about him? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again. One more time. Him?
Don't start with him. I don't want to talk about him.
I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth!
Damn it, I don't want to talk about him.
What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up?
Damn it, I don't want to talk about him.
You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma? Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like little brother to me. Phoenix Wright be the most successful defense. He is the most... Exactly. I know. It's crazy. Excuse me, alternate Los Angeles. Yes, alternate Los Angeles for several years for now. They're gonna give the jurist system a try. That's a couple games from now. Little brother, Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But after that case was over, he vanished. Vanished, in air quotes. It's your fault he is gone. Huh? It is the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? He's dead? After that case, Edgeworth was in a peculiar state, and he got worse every day. He never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was right after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chose his death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddies the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. Then I'm going to teach him the difference between right and wrong with my own hands. Nick, about Edgeworth? This really puts the drama in courtroom drama. Not that he's... Oh, Jesus H. Christ, Arthak. No, don't stop the whole thing. The remote might fall asleep. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Yeah, the implications. You guys are the best. Don't bring his name up in front of me. Again. Okay?
Damn it, I don't want to talk about him.
Nick! Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had enough of you. Him too!
Don't start with him. I don't want to talk about him.
But what happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's clearly been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battles this country has ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. It's fine, just don't mention him again.
Damn it, I don't want to talk about him.
Those sound clips are from Cannonball Run, in case you didn't know. Alright. Acro's room. Well, we do know Edgeworth survives long enough to get his own game. Spoiler alert! You must be Phoenix, right? Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. She's giving me a face. It's the voice. This is the voice that you like so much. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you definitely show up here. Echo, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly perform on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. You must be quite talented, fucking Snow White over here with all the birds. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. By the way, I became Joe from Family Guy. Peter, Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess. Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Ooh, spill it. Spill the tea, sister. I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful! The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Alright. We're gonna have to fix the goddamn... Okay, we're switching to an actual fucking controller now. Because this is getting out of hand. We'll be right back. This was going too well, apparently.
Bogart. Bogart, I did something. I broke it. I broke the game.
You sound closer than you should be. What the hell did you do?
I'm not afraid to do whatever it takes to get the job done.
That's a load of crap.
Conrad, you have no idea what it takes to get the job done.
What? No, please don't hurt me. Why are you doing this?
You're pathetic.
This is how a gun in your face feels. It happens to me every day. You can't handle this.
I thought you were a
Okay,
hero.
I'd say we got this licked.
Heroes don't...
Whoa, where am I? Go back. Thank you. He's lying to us. A Cyclock. I knew it. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Right? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's almost been 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. What in the world went on in the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you were there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What the hell happened here? What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I said, the scene of the crime was right below your window. Yeah, he literally just fucking said that. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? What did you say? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick! Well, he's definitely yanking our chain about the wheelchair. That much is certain. We're gonna have to ask around. Okay, Mo's not back here yet. Von Karma fucked off. Feels weird playing this with an actual controller now. Big Top. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, Christ. Grrr. Got a bad feeling about this. Grrr. Oh, Christ, not this shit again. You locked it? You fixed your chair? Good. Yeah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay! Stay! Hey-o! Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys! I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson, but I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? Girl. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was! I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? Yeah, that means my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. Is this so you know in VCPR Pressing Issues they got the one girl played by the girl, the very high-pitched voice? This girl is like 2 shades away from becoming that girl. My parents were horribly murdered, but they died so I could have a positive life experience. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Stop reading my fucking thoughts. These are Phoenix's thoughts, not yours. Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? You don't play your fucking cards right, you're gonna be one sooner than you think. Of course! You really think so? Yeah, you will. I think. Looks like she's either 13 or 35 and you can't tell which. According to the court record, she's 16. So, closer to the former than the latter, I guess. Ay. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. I think,
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Get a rope, Jimmy. This girl's nuts. Money the monkey. Tell me about the monkey. Just to go back and clear something up, why did you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. What are spangles? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my dress back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Do we go with gladly, but of course, or I'll get it for you? We're very much in but thou must territory. But of course! Leave it all to us! There's no way I could turn down that request. Yeah! You're really gonna do it! Okay, let's go get her fucking costume, I guess. Because, you know, that's what we are. We're a fucking costume retrieval service, not fucking attorneys at law over here. Alright, monkey, where you at? Acro, are you in here? Are you here to help? Can you help us? Oh. Can I talk to you about the monkey? No. Oh, right, we were supposed to ask her about what the hell Acro's on about. Let's see if we can do that while we're waiting. Back in the circus. Let's go. Let's go! Alright, so... Oh, no, wrong button. What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Really you do, but you're such a good talker. She's not very good at figuring out hard things, eh? Right, I remapped the button so everything's all fucked up. I want to ask you about Acro. Ah, it's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Yeah, about that. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it.
I really want to see him get up there again. Acro the Acrobat.
Took me a second to not say Arrow the Acrobat, the Super Nintendo game. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems like Acro just fine. Did I ask her about this note? Oh yeah, we never did. We never actually did that. Regina, have you ever seen this before? His legs are a star in the sky. Oh dear God! Oh.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Fucking thing sucks.
Oh, now that one cuts deep, Evan. My goodness, holy shit. Regina, have you ever seen this before?
I know what this is.
Really?
Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket.
I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time?
Yeah, it's like after supper but before lunch. Yeah, I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast.
That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket?
Yeah, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket.
And then what?
I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so...
You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you?
I did! I stuck it up there! How'd you know?
Ah, so it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
That explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this.
Note, updated in the court record. Can I get a better look at this thing? A mind like a steel trap, this kid. To the murderer, you haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Yeah, a lot gets past this kid, my goodness. Right, who do I grill now? Money, can I get yeah, we gotta get her fucking costume, and now I'm going the wrong way. Fuck! Regina upgraded from mildly special to a very special girl. She's very special. Very sheltered, that kid. That kid's gonna have a rough upbringing. I mean, the minute something bad happens, her brain's just gonna go poof. Can I ask you about the monkey?
Money is a great friend to me.
That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh?
It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him.
Aw, that's so cute!
Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with the animals.
Right, so again, we're once again stuck in what the hell do I do to advance the plot-itis? Maybe we talk to Mo. Mo's not here! What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick! You're scaring me! It's him.
We need you to capture Snake. We need you to capture all the monkeys.
Nick, it's money! That monkey's got his hands on something again. That's it! That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey, attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain, stay, or ooh, 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 scratch, scratch. Ooh, 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 scratch, scratch. Gee, Phoenix, you're really good at making monkey sounds, apparently. Oh, oh! Wow! Yikes! Ah! I think it just did horrible things to me. I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, what's that? I swiped it while Money was distracted. Oh, good going, Phoenix. You got it. Really? You're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and then I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Phoenix! My God! Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Very rude. Jesus. Well, at least we tracked down the missing thing. Let's go fork that over. See if that gets us closer to the plot. Why? I didn't think the monkey would be in Moe's room, but alas. Hey, you want this thing back? Oh no. Nothing like that. No. Here you go, Regina. Yay! Thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. Oh my. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could put on a fucking kimono and just look like a wreck. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Phoenix, she's 16, alright? Rein it in a little bit. Hey, Regina! The circus music gets more eerie the longer it plays. I'm just gonna have to keep moving here. Phoenix, no. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it doesn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Tell me more. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth. You know. Gaw. Uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head in a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that?
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? Alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Oh dear Jesus. Poor thing. Don't tell Pete about this. I don't suppose there's people around here who could tell me a thing or two about this. Alright, they're not gonna say a damn thing. Max, can you throw me a bone here? Not your grand pricks, a bone. They must have taken Max in for questioning again. There really isn't anything that we need to ask him right now anyway. You're right, I guess. Alright, let's go then. I don't think we have enough to break Captain What's-His-Name, but I gotta figure out who I gotta talk to in order to get more information on the matter. Would you guys have some intel to share with me about... No, not that thing. Son of a... This is what happens when I go from using a Wiimote to not using a Wiimote. Would you care to tell me about Acro? Apparently they would very much mind that indeed. Wonder if, should check if Mo's back in his place. Mo, are you back? No, you're not. How about you, Acro? You want to tell me about, this? What do you think of this? I'm sorry, but in my present physical condition, I don't really know much about what goes on. Okay, so it's just the generic. I'm not talking about that. Well, you know what? Let's take a shot at this. Acro, we need to talk. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Or would it be this? Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. Got him. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Right, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. I'm not sure if attack is the best word to be using. You must have battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight to save someone. Ooh. We might not have something for this. No, at this time we don't actually have anything for this because we don't have his... I suspect we are definitely missing something here. So we're gonna have to stall on this and come back. Alright. What am I missing here? Let's use a quick lifeline. Where the hell is Mo hiding at? Oh, okay, I see where he is. Unless it was like Regina, you could show him or something. I don't think that's it. I do, however, need to track down Mo. He was, of course, I believe, last seen at the cafeteria, telling that really bad joke about Mexican pizza. About the cafeteria. Anyway. God damn it, wrong way. That's the problem with this. Sometimes it gets very confusing which way is where. Here we go. Something smells fantastic! So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers!
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro de Cirque. Welcome to the Bistro de Cirque, aka the cafeteria.
It smells so good in here. Those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster.
My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. Oh.
Nice. Phoenix is getting his cardio in. Are you playing the ponies? She is playing the ponies.
They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven.
I bet. I could tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Alright, tell me about the Berry Big Circus. All those cows are stars now. Yes, they are. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you gonna do?
That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like I was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but when the murder happened, he was livid. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on.
He was that upset?
Yes, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue, though.
Max?
He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
Mo!
All that's left is to see if everyone would get over the tragedy. You know.
The tragedy? You know? What is he talking about? Get over it? Mean the Eagles song? Get over what tragedy, Mo?
Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yeah, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, correctamundo.
Doesn't he mean ding? Mo? I mean, no disrespect here, but are you lying to us?
No, not at all. What makes you think that?
Just the way you said if everyone would get over it seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Yes, I am. So now we're getting closer to the truth.
It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break, us old men of accidents. I wear big pants for a reason.
6 months ago, eh? I tell you what, could you tell me a little bit more about this?
You wouldn't know it, but I was responsible for naming all the animals at the circus.
That explains a lot.
You named Money the Monkey and Regina...
God damn it, I can't say it. And Regina's tiger?
Guilty as charged. But Leon got his name from the ringmaster.
Really?
He always said keep names simple and easy to associate.
Nick's name is easy to associate, right?
I always told Russell, if that's what you think, then call him Lion the Lion. It's a great name, don't you think? Imagine if he could talk. I'm Lion.
Lion?
But that's when Russell said, don't lie to yourself, that name is awful.
Ouch. Savage. Right, anyway, you know what? Mo, we need to talk. Get over it. Mo, please tell me what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus?
Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead.
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Oh god, this is... Really? He's fucking... what's his name from Parks and Rec? Chris Traeger, yeah, he's fucking... what's that guy's name? Did you just lose all your money? Okay. Oh yeah, that's High Limit. She's playing GTA Online. She's in the casino right now. I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Phoenix? What the hell is wrong with you? When I'm around, or if you buy the VIP level access, I guess. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? Wouldn't happen to be Lion the Lion by any chance? I heard a little bit about it from Regina. That's a question? Leon made a mistake during a performance, right?
What?
We're halfway there.
I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing dangerous performances like that.
Putting their head inside of Leon's mouth was part of an act?
But Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He could never say no to her.
Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head?
Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised.
He's involved in this too.
He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo? Is this the person you promised you wouldn't say anything? Wouldn't happen to be Acro by any chance? Take that! It must have been Acro, right?
How? How did you know?
Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster.
No way!
I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, Acro.
Got him! Give me my health back, bitch. Yes! Get over it.
It's just like you said, you know, the accident.
Did someone die?
No, but it probably would have been better if he had.
What? How would that have been better?
He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Coma?
All he does now is lay in his bed at the hospital, and that's all he's ever gonna be able to do.
I say, how is he related to Acro?
He's his brother.
Huh?
The person who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother?
They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down at the same time.
Jesus. Who is Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall.
Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina.
6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon."
Why'd he do that?
I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment.
Guys.
It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was... smiling.
He? You mean Leon?
Yeah, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Some sick grin.
No way! That's impossible! A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? He's their everyman, he's their Miles O'Brien, basically. Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you do us some pepper. Shaka, shaka, shaka.
There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self.
Achoo! Achoo! Nice, what a wonderful sneeze.
Huh, you think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana. That's basic clownsmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that.
Nick, I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
Bat?
From my point of view, These two always look so perfect together.
Something's bothering me. Small seasoning bottle. Was found in the wooden box. Found inside the wooden box, the victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. I'm sure that's not going to be a thing later.
They look perfect together, huh?
Alright. I believe we have enough to break Acro. So let's go do that. Actually, first... what do you remember about this guy who was pining for your heart? What do you think about this person?
Sorry.
She doesn't want to talk about it.
I've already given my heart to another man, so I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service.
Huh? I just wanted to know if you knew this person. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Alright, let's go break Acro. Let's go bleed him for information about his legally... Well, he's not dead, but his brain-dead brother. Really what I thought I was going to be doing when I woke up this morning.
Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say, I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else?
I think that was someone else.
We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know.
Well. It seems you got things you want to talk about, so fire away.
Yeah, that was more Manfred than... Gosh, it's almost like maybe I associate that voice with evil people.
No.
Alright. Acro, we need to talk. Get your little birds to fly the fuck off. We have business to attend to. About the wheelchair. We already asked him about so this was the cause of the injury. He was attacked, but he's saying it wasn't him that was attacked. You had to fight to save someone. Your brother. Bad. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury.
Got him. Mo, he must have told you.
Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident in question. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out.
A slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down at the same time.
Cut down at the same time. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up wrapped up in the same accident together, like always.
I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault.
Still haven't broken Acro's psych lock. You must have an incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault? Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you were still hiding something from me. Maybe something you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Wouldn't happen to be the victim's daughter by any chance?
Regina.
You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel.
Well done, Mr. Attorney. You got quite the set of eagle eyes.
You know, her tiger tried to attack me.
Regent tried to attack you.
Twice.
Ha ha ha. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you?
Yes.
Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then.
But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. The note you stuffed in her pocket when she was bringing you breakfast. Take that! Das, where'd you get it? Regina posted on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. You brought spicy ice cream. Did you bring enough for everyone? Hello, Z. Welcome to the stream. It's almost courtroom time. You're in the nick of time. We are finding out that an incredible accident took place here. And somebody was brain dead as a result. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed that it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning.
You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. Spicy ice cream. Wow. That's right, isn't it?
That's right. Well done, Mr. Right.
Got him. Tell me all your secrets, bitch. Wheelchair.
My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother banned a dare with Regina.
A dare? Ooh, me gusta.
An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid too, but that Leon was very old to begin with. And age brought with us countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing.
And that's when the accident happened?
He just wanted to take her out to the movies.
So to the movies, not take out, like, anyway.
Part bad. When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I stay.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again, and that's the reason why I keep going.
Tell me about the two of them. Bat and Regina.
They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this.
What is it?
This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross! It's covered in blood! Why would you show us this?
This scarf was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident.
Huh. That's a look.
When he did, he looked like he was smiling.
He?
Leon, obviously.
What?
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick! I know, most said the same thing.
What do you think it all means?
I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Von Karma! I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf.
But the scarf is evidence in the trial!
That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons on Acro to appear at the court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office.
Acro, a witness?
Come, Acro. Let's go to the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Dorina Facade, welcome to the stream. It's almost court time.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you, all full of confidence.
You must have found something you can use! This is all beginning to come together now. Just a little bit now. To be continued. Right now! Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it.
In the city of Los Angeles, rising crime rates have resulted in the implementation of the bench trial system. In these trials, many defendants are represented by an ace attorney known as Phoenix Wright. These are his stories.
Alright, now we're ready. Good morning, Max! Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like you're your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Just getting our money's worth.
Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
Regina! How fabulous! My sweetie pie! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Honey, I don't think Mo had your best interest at... well, I guess he did, but... oh boy. Mo said that?
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't, yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is right now. Not fly, maybe fry if my attorney messes up. Hey.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to you. Is that Gumshoe?
Top of the morning to ya.
Oh no, it's him.
Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go?
Mo?
Top of the morning to you, governor.
Top of the morning.
That's the ticket. Attack in the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh my, thank you.
So how are you today, right?
Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face up against the real criminal.
You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Oh yeah, he definitely did it. He's guilty as shit. He's guilty as shit. Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare.
If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. Just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, That's why I brought her here to court today.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. They become fucking dead. They're 6 feet under. They're pushing up daisies. They're pining for the fjords. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
Wow. Shit's getting fucking real today, folks.
People die when they are killed.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. He was done clowning around. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Is that so? Order, order! I have a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. In explanations, the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Ken Dangling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What you witnessed? It was just after 10 p.m. when I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump out noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. You were totally dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the skies that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did.
Don't start with him. I don't want to talk about him.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? It's on now. There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Say fool again! Say fool again! I tell you, I dare you! I double dare you, motherfucker! Say fool one more goddamn time! Fools in what they believe. Exactly. He sees wise man has the power to reason away. Thank you, I'm gonna be here all night. Tip your servers, try the veal. After 10 p.m., resting in his bed. Around that time, he heard a large thump noise from outside the window, and then a few moments later, he saw someone flying right by your window. It was Max Galactica, I saw him from behind. I want to press on this one. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to stay. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
Did you see any of the other symbols?
I clearly saw the still cat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony. Well, there must be a contradiction. They wouldn't ask me otherwise. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Yeah, it's hard to tell the symbols without them singing them all out. All together now! Silk coat, white roses, top hat, some fucking shit. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
That he saw all of Max's symbols. Oh yes, because we contend that the silk hat was left at the scene of the crime, because it was found at the crime scene. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside the window is a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found at the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? No, afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Mac's gaudy, stupid, lovely purple, pink, want it on my fucking head right now hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats?
No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand.
Order!
Like always, someone has to open their mouth before talking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up, so...
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
Let's just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid right off. We think he's the real culprit. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion...
Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of?
Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry.
Mr. Wright, are you fucked out of your head?
Deadly serious, Your Honor. Ha ha ha! I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to remember how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to rouse the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really? Is that so?
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. Even I am truly scared by this man. He's staying rather calm and collected while I'm being actively pecked by a bird. Wow, that's some bad mojo right there. This might be the thumbnail. So you admit he's scary? Essentially, yes.
Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defendant's accusation? Or the defense's accusation?
I don't really need to say a thing, do I?
What do you mean?
Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house.
That's true.
I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. but to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Really?
She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head.
See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
What do you say about this, Mr. Rat? Did Acro have an accomplice?
Okay, so if we seriously think he's done this... Oh yeah, he can't stand. We're just gonna accept that as verbatim here. I mean... he really couldn't have done it by himself, so I guess he did have an accomplice. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices.
You don't say.
Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes.
Mr. Rat, it seems if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you.
I understand, Your Honor.
Very well, let's continue. Who, perchance, would happen to be Acro's accomplice?
So we have this hat found at the scene. He swears he saw a hat. Mo swears he's seen a hat. And this bust is missing. Jesus Christ, this can't really be it.
You don't say.
Uh-oh. This is suddenly looking very, very bad. Okay, I think we're doing the right thing from the wrong angle. Don't tell me you think you're gonna get off easy. Okay, Jesus. Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? The sound of you getting caught in your own trap. What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation?
Yes, Mr. Rat. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused of was indeed an accomplice?
Fuck. I think maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree here. Here, look at my badge.
Mr. Rat.
Yes, Your Honor?
This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power.
Yeah, it's my fucking badge. You didn't miss that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix, right? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty. Ah. What are you doing, Nick? Well, yeah, the bus did get me one step further. He didn't. He didn't. I mean, I think we're on the right track with the bust, but I think we can't say that that's an accomplice. Now then, this must be... Oh, did I hit the wrong fucking thing again? Oh, no, I didn't. Not this time, Von Karma. I pushed the right one. What? You're not gonna sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Rat?
There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself.
Order. What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix, right. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling?
Well, yeah, I guess he was in his room. He was in his room. He was so obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room?
Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. There's only one answer to that. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts?
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
What say you, Mr. Dingling?
It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yeah, that's it.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. It's science. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... He's right. I can't mess up here. I gotta give this some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he killed the ringmaster while he was in his room. No doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if there's one of the things where I'm actually not supposed to present evidence. Fuck it, let's try it. I'm gonna present some evidence.
So, what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry?
This big fucking thing that went missing the day of the murder. Or a couple days before. Whatever. This impressive bust.
What's that? A picture?
It is indeed. The problem is It is indeed. The problem is with what's head. Jesus H. Titty fucking Christ. It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. I English really fucking good.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Fucking thing sucks.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust. Mm-hmm. And because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Very thick. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah!
Got him.
See? This is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. A heavy bust. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. Oh my goodness. With his ample bust he got from winning the Grand Prix. The writers in this game, my god, I know.
Order! Order! So, you're saying that the bus fell onto the ringmaster?
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly feel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? I don't.
Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. You can't run away from— Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. That was borderline offensive. What? What did I say? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. There is absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murders. The prosecution has the right to respond.
Defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. A woman will sing to any low to win a case. A bitch. Acro's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Yeah, I don't know about that.
I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and carry it over to the window. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
He's talking shit. I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. So his reasoning is that he can't carry the thing and look out the window at the same time. But recall that he wrote this note, allegedly, and gave it to Regina. Meet at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Well, he wouldn't have to look out the window then. He'd know where the guy was standing. It makes it impossible for you to have known the location of the ringmaster. Bitch? Bitch? We need to talk. I'm doing it wrong. Probably should have pressed on that. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement?
I'm not sure I follow you.
It clearly contradicts the, I thought...
You don't sound very sure, Mr. Wright. Objection denied.
The judge's head beard makes it look like an upside-down Don King. Don't think that won me any points with the judge. I think I've got the right idea. But maybe I'm doing it in the wrong spot? Maybe it's here? Bitch, we need to talk? No, still got the wrong idea. I better knock it off with that. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
Must I be on the wrong track? Now let's just question him about it. Why do you say it would be impossible?
Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out the window. Thus, there is no way I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick! Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow that Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking. You're right, the box was there. Shit, that was the crux of the whole thing, not the note, the box. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Impossible to have known the location of the ringmaster's head, eh? Let me see that note again. Except... maybe? Objection! Yeah, that is it. Bitch, we need to talk. Acro? You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Right? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I might add. Objection! Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling! How about you show us some evidence? Before I slam this desk some more. But I did such a good job hinting.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Maybe you should take a look at this. Come on, say look at this photograph. Say it! Say it! The key point here is the... he's not gonna say it. The key point here is the wooden box.
The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over?
The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. At the scene crime. English.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
What was he doing to that wooden box? Oh, he fucked it to death, apparently. Oh, that's the wrong button. Actually, I mean, it looks like that, but he's dead as shit.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean?
If the bust were to fall upon a point marked out by the wooden box,
there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. Really? Yeah, why not? You know, make yourself comfy, punker. We're gonna prove this guy killed somebody.
Order! This is unbelievable.
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward. You could go upward, you could go left, you could go right. There's a couple directions you could go, you just want to go forward.
So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene?
It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix Wright! Ow, 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 ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The contents of the box. It had that pepper shaker in it. Do you recall what was inside the wooden box?
There was only a small bottle of pepper, wasn't there?
Get on with it. Well? What's the matter? Cat's got your tongue?
I don't see any relationship between the location of his head and the box's contents.
Think I might have outthought myself. No, Nick, you didn't think enough.
Mr. Wright, you still maintain the box as some sort of special feature?
Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. I already said contents.
The size of the box. The box was a remarkable size. Size? Exactly. I think you can tell from the picture that the wooden box was very large. Huh? To lift it up, one would have to have been required to squat.
Meaning that one would have had to take it up in both arms, right?
Moreover, the box is quite heavy. It weighs a neighborhood of 20 pounds.
The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. You'd have to squat and make your booty nice and thick. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Really, who's the fool now? Unless you tried to just drag it, which is probably what I would do. Does she even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. Yeah? I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
Did you drop it? Did you drop the bust onto the ringmaster?
What are you talking about? Even if I had wanted to do such a thing, I couldn't. That would technically be the prosecution, Bunker. You get and learn. What? Mr. Bryant, do you recall the original location of his bust? I remember. The cafeteria. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
Then what happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means you understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? You had an accomplice. And I'm serious this time. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explains that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ah! Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. This is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all.
Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room?
Toss a smoke bomb and run. Well, maybe Money carried it around. He habitually gathers all kinds of shiny objects. And this thing was definitely shiny. That's my theory. I'm sticking with it. Bitch.
Monkey?
Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
For instance, he stole his ventriloquist ring.
Stole? Are you saying the witness had the monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home.
Home?
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
You didn't need to shout that, Judge.
Objection!
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. The monkey's a self-thought. Run! Maybe you should put the whip down and sometimes and read the court record. My,
those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Ah! Acro! Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room. Ooh, sick burn. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate.
Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where's the bust in question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a strange turn of events. If that monkey did not steal the bust, Then what happened to this case?
Well, in that event, something else must have been used as the murder weapon. Well, Or maybe this bust was the murder weapon, but it was used by accident. That's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. I don't know, that seems too flimsy to me. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron!
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow!
Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know!
Ow!
You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. What's the score so far, Von Karma?
Ah!
There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this, and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The clown saw the murderer. Take that! That's not the button I wanted to hit. Fuck!
What is this supposed to mean?
Yes, what is that supposed to mean? Do you mind explaining that to me? Do you mind explaining that to me as well? You're getting barraged with questions, Nick. Why is that? Because you flashed your badge at him, you fucking numbskull. Pib button mashing. It's because you're on the wrong track. It's because Pib didn't map the 1 and 2 button, and now that's coming back to roost. Oh yeah, I did. It's the shoulder buttons. Never mind. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We got this. We're good. We're good. He morphed it. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the crime scene. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The clown saw the murderer. Who was it then? The boss, duh. Who else would it have been? Take that! He saw Max's ow! I asked who was the other person most saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. We're on to something. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw.
How is this possible?
It's simple, really. Don't throw French at her, it's just gonna make her attack you more. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's ample bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw just happened to be wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. Or a cloak like that could easily get snagged on the bust if they came into contact. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it. It doesn't matter who put it on the bust.
Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is the utmost important to this case, don't you agree? Don't, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright.
Let's put a safety save here just in case, because we're kind of running on empty here.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
I think his badge did. Guys. So we contend that he went to this crime scene wearing Max's coat, right? I don't know who else could have put it there, but the victim. And probably not intentionally.
Fool! Him? You are saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry?
That's what I'm saying. I mean the victim himself. Place the cloak on the bust. Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it.
Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright?
Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. We have to go back, as it were. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room, and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben Entrillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. Guys, are you sitting down for this one? At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, oof!
No. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Fucking thing sucks!
Now you want to get nuts? Come on!
You just wait a second then, Mr. Phoenix Knight! As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. Eh? With the shock of impact, it threw up the cloak and it got snagged onto the bust. That's when the sound was heard by a witness, and he took a look out the window. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappeared into the sky came to be.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now you know how the murder actually took place. I'm done here. And now you know who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the scene. Acro, it could only have been you! Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true?
Evidence?
In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip.
Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. but there is still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. A contradiction so glaring that I need to save to make sure I got it right. Okay then, use that and get out of this jam!
That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Rat. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claim. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case.
Evidence that suggests all this shit. Is this where we actually go back to the seasoning bottle? Or maybe this is it. Because we contend that he gave this to Regina. Apparently that wasn't it.
Try again.
Except we can't.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Billy Bob Johns. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Thank you for the 10 rippies there, Z. And that is why we saved. So let's try that again. Contradiction, actually. Alright, use that and get out of this. Ugh.
That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case.
Well, maybe it is the seasoning bottle. It's not the seasoning bottle. Alright, let's just go ahead and save ourselves a little bit of that. Thank you for the all their heaven's fury as I ineptitude my way through this trial. Make yourself comfy, how you doing? Exactly. Bam! Followed. Thank you. Getting closer. Oh. Gee. If that thing hit 300 before Sunday, I'd have to suddenly switch that game to being Sonic 06 instead of being Resident Evil or something.
Enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case.
But yes, thank you, Heaven's Fury. Let's see. Well, let's just go through everything. It's not that. 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 I don't think it's that. No. Nope. 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 Don't know. Nope. 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 Hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Oh, well... I don't know. Okay. Using a lifeline here. Really? This is really it? Are you fucking sure? It says it's this. I don't buy it, but okay. This is it, apparently. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Okay, we are on the right track.
Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings.
Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the... Oh yeah, because the hat's on the scene. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool! Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust.
Makes sense if you look at it that way. Then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you've got one. But what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction?
Remember that the ventriloquist said in court. He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. Allegedly. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Oh, the cloak went on backwards. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see it. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of his large, ample bust.
Order! Order!
Oh, Lord.
This is quite a shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. I really don't give any more fucks.
Busts and backsides. Aww. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Not looking like it. Definitely not looking like it. Well, so much for that theory. God, we haven't talked to him in so while. I almost forgot what his voice was. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. His fitness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Good point. Very good point. Yeah, we haven't figured out a motive. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Yeah, but... I don't think he was the intended victim. Yeah, WG, you're picking up on it too. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive.
It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess.
To be completed.
Tonight. All right.
Womp womp. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus. Unbelievable. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Yes, that's stupid. Pissed, cough. My, he's just a little twerp, isn't he? Well, that's one way to put it. Cough. Hey, pal. You gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, Detective. I'm sorry. Why don't you relax a little? We got some really tasty milk. Is that what the kids are calling it this week? How about a card trick, Detective? Oh, well, if you insist. Now, how about that evidence you mentioned? What is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday at Acro's room. The result of our investigation, you can look at it later. Won't Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? Well, we'd get it in Discovery anyway. That's why all of this is a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. Von Karma looked like she was in a pretty big hurry though. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were put into place. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Judgment comes at the very last instant. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm going home. And he is donezo. What did he mean by that? The very last instant part? Everything he said seemed pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Aw, they like you. They really, really like you. Let's finish this.
This court is now in session. Shall we continue our proceedings? Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Alright. About the Ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the Ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Barry, took us in. I became an acrobat around 9 years... Oh. I'm doing Maya's voice, son of a bitch. I became an acrobat around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the Ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such high esteem.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the Ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. So, I don't know that there's a need to cross-examine him on this. Because we're all kind of operating under the idea that the Ringmaster was not the intended victim. So questioning his motive for killing the Ringmaster really serves no purpose. There's no need to cross-examine this witness.
What's that?
Why was the ringmaster murdered? There is no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
What was Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster? How about it? Can you explain that to me?
Well, that's it. We can't provide a motive for killing the ringmaster. We can provide a motive for someone else, however. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Francisca's going, oh gosh, what did I do to earn this gift? And why are none of your cases simple one-day affairs? I'd like to have a life outside this courtroom.
And why are none of your cases simple one-day affairs? I would like to have a life outside this courtroom.
Well, that's the other thing, too. I posted in our memes thing on Discord. Here, I should post this in here just because. Obligatory here. I actually posted a screenshot from Apollo Justice where a detective in charge of a case just goes, why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing for once in a while in this country?
Ow!
Your foolish attempts at fooling us like the foolish fool is so foolheartedly foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Acro? You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murder plot was not the ringmaster. He did not plan to kill Russell Berry. What? Getting real now.
Order! Order!
Now we're getting to the very heart of the matter.
Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow!
Mr. Phoenix writes, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Why did you attack the judge? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? I kinda am, actually. He was trying to kill Regina Berry, bitch. Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Got him.
Objection!
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh? Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to. Ow!
The one thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Oh. Metal. Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You tease. Show me evidence. Now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Now we're headed in the right direction here. The note that he placed on her. Acro, do you have any recollection of seeing this? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
No. There's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person the note was intended for was none other than Regina Barry.
Order. Mr. Rat, this little theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, read the note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Left in the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick! Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. I think we're past worrying whether she can handle it or not.
Acro wrote this note to Regina?
Objection!
Foolishly foolish fool, with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Light, if you're so sure, then tell me about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Which is barely functioning anyway, exactly. That's a line in the note, alright. Well, if the note was sent to Regina Barry, it must mean that the note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it, bitch. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron!
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case is it started in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is gonna think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... I guess it's a small seasoning bottle, because that's what was in the trunk.
True! Ow! True!
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discovered the decisive evidence found inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Rat, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Barry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Objection!
Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure Mr. Phoenix lies, then answers this question. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim? The guy who's sitting brain dead in a hospital.
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina, she did that to him?
Do you spend your entire life dreaming of new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. Really? I don't know about that.
So what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder, he's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than that. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. Bat's scarf, stained with his blood, and a small quantity of pepper.
Take that!
That's just a scarf.
Acro? Doesn't have much to say. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave the scarf to Bat?
Regina.
Regina gave it to him.
Regina.
There is something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper.
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 Is this the new Rex Shepherd? Pepper.
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 Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. I don't think she's buying it. He's buying it, but he's got a good poker face. Exactly. Spicy. Tough crowd. Hey, what's with the silent treatment?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Meanwhile, Jesus off screen going, yes? No, that's not what I meant, Jesus. Sorry.
But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Regina gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. I think she got it, though. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile?
I've never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. For a guy who sneezes the moment he sees pepper, he's a little bit dense, yes. Leon didn't plan on biting Bat at all. He sneezed. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Unfortunately, well, Bat's head was in his mouth. Because for the part, you're fine. But the choo, that would have slight negative connotations for a person who's got his head in his mouth. He sneezed because of all the pepper spread on the scarf.
What?
You fool! She keeps saying "fool." I'm gonna have to play the Michael McDonald song.
You've got to be fucking shitting me.
Objection!
What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix, right. You, this theory. You believe it? You really plan to say this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident. Or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! So it's a joke of an accident to you, huh? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Right. To think that there was someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro? You don't mean. You can't mean. Witness.
Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that problem be?
The same problem it's always been, evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim?
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof to be more precise. Murder weapon?
The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room and it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you've got to do something! This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Request to search Acro's room! The defense requests to search the room of the witness, Ken Dingling. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must know the meaning of von Karma, total justice.
You mean... Ow.
A von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Deep Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. A likely story. End of the likely story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. Looks like the coup de grace in this case was ever so sweet. Coup de grace. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the important evidence here is about the death of the ringmaster. I think you should remember that. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where is it now? Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is?
It seems as if this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-argument looks to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support.
Now, if you'll please excuse me, Mr. Wright, I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness.
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. I mean case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
Well, what? Is he talking to me? Is he talking to me? Is he talking to me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well. Defense may proceed.
He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon! Where is Max's bust now? He's in a wheelchair, right? He's been sitting on it the whole time! It's obvious, the bust is inside this very courtroom!
It's obvious?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. The witness's chair. Acro? I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
Got him.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Ha 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 ha. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you could laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you couldn't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it, in the only place you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Could you please remove the blanket from your wheelchair? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. Mwah. Yay! This shit is over. She's pissed. You fool! How could you? She mad. You got me. I've been banged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them. I think we can finally say Acro got busted. Thank you for the 20 biddies there, Z. 2 of them? Miss Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix, right? What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search in my room last night? He thinks this was coordinated. There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place I could hide it quickly was under the wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? Oh, she is hating this. I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. She's gonna be livid. So you got me. Well done, Mr. Right. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Yeah, she did that on purpose. Totally. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. Yeah, I don't think she was in on this. I can't believe it. I failed. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
It doesn't matter now, though. It seems as though we've arrived at the truth. Acro?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro! All my brother did was want Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf in pepper. I know she didn't want anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believed in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. What do you mean by that?
So are you saying that you are a victim in all this as well?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer who weeps lots of milky white stuff. Oh god, he's an android. He's a fucking android!
Now you wanna get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. Can I have that in writing? Oh wait, I got it right now. Thumbnail! Anyway. I can't believe it. You beat me. Again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
You literally couldn't get up and leave. Oh, Christ.
This court is adjourned.
Nice drop in there, not the adoring fan. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to.
Congratulations! Congratulations, Mr. Max!
Thank you.
What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
Wah! She's been like this for a while now. Wah! It's all my fault! Wah!
Sweetie pie. Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina! Gay guys slip out the door while the circus people are distracted with each other.
Mr. Right, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro, is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that? Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? You of all fucking people, want to see some evidence. Acro said all that time to you, so I thought it'd work for me too. Exactly. You're cheeky little. I think he cares about the memory of his brother just a little bit too much to screw you over like that. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. But, Bat?
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know.
He is, huh? But now that Acro's been caught...
Uh-huh. I know.
What?
I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whatever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay you your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. Such a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus the world has ever seen.
The best circus the world has ever seen?
Don't laugh.
Amazing.
Yay! I can't wait!
Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus in town has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max?
Let's work together and make this circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
Oh, they're gonna work together.
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today?
To tear apart my insides and kill all of my innocents?
We've got to work together to make the Berry Big Circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo? Mo's right, sweetie.
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry.
Max? Nick! It seems like everything is gonna turn out alright here. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen!
We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats. Ah!
I'm not reading all of that. I say, what made the case?
Just like you thought, yesterday's search really paid off, sir. You had it all figured out yesterday, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if Hay was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. Do me a favor and try not to be too harsh on Acro. Once I get back, I'll make a stop by the chief prosecutor's office. Yes, sir. I'll be waiting for you. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's him. He lives.
How's that for a sequel hook? A brand new episode has been added. Farewell, my turnabout. Which we will save for next time. And yes, we will definitely save. Alright, alright. So that is going to be the end of Ace Attorney for the evening. We're going to switch briefly over to cooldown mode here. We'll play one round of the wheel with the fam. Give me just a moment to set things up here. Thank God that case over. Nobody ever has to play that case ever again. Unless, of course, you want to get to the next case. Then you're kind of screwed. But for the purposes of this stream, completely done with, never to be seen again. Oh, that's not the right one. No, you go away. Alrighty. Time for the wheel. If there's anyone who's new here, whenever we play like a game where I have to put in names, we pick a name from my sub list that I create at the start of every month. So no matter when you sub, you're always ending up on at least one list. Don't you miss that case already? No. But, so for example, if you gifted on, if you got a, sub on the 15th, you would just show up on, next month's list for the whole month. Easy peasy. Alright, so, tonight's contestant, once I get through here, one player versus computer skill level 2. Tonight's contestant is Nick Infante. Get that done. You're the next contestant on the Price's Family. Say, I don't know that he's subbed at the moment, but he was subbed, and that's the whole point of it all. Even if you just subbed for a month, you show up on the list. Alright, let's do this thing. And if he is in attendance, and he wishes to choose the bonus prize, if we make it that far, he gets to choose 800 Thing R. Hey, 1600 already. Things are looking up. World something? It's not World Series. S. Son of a bitch! Broken everything already. Why do I even fucking bother? $200 for Yvonne. No else. So the first word is not world.
because the L's been used up. 150. And it's my turn again. Yay! Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Well, that works. N. There's gonna be 7 Q's in this. And 5 Z's. My goodness. Exactly, maybe a Z. B. No O's. Why would you go O? E is still on the board, you weenie. You're thinking a W. Alright. We'll do a W. Birth certificate. So yeah, there wouldn't have been a W in that. Come on, May. Fuck it up, 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 fuck it up. Shit. Oh, she's gonna solve it. Oh god, she's got 34,000. This kills the game.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Son of a bitch.
I broke it. I broke the game.
We are fucked. Thank you for the 10 rippies. We gotta beat 3,400 in 2 rounds. God. I am not liking our chances. Usually 3,400's where I just start going, well, the bonus round is a foregone conclusion at this point. Letter L. Quick, buy an E. Alright, 750. Something island? I don't know what else the second word could possibly be other than island. Something island. Treasure Island. It's a title. Jesus Christ, Yvonne! We're not even gonna get a turn here. Yeah, she's setting May up for the kill. Alright, May, do something stupid. Something really stupid. Ah, so close. There's no... Okay, we have an opening. Go, go, go! Big numbers, big numbers, big numbers, big numbers, big numbers! Gotta take risks. Okay, let's do T. Exactly. Risk is all part of the game if you want to sit in this chair. Run up the score time, hopefully. 800. That's where we use the R. That gets us up to 2 grand. Unfortunately, there's only one consonant left. The D. Oh, fuck. So close. Well, this gets our foot in the door. Problem is now we gotta win the 3rd round. Don't wolf it. Well, yeah, because there's only vowels left, I have to solve it. Just need to score 1,200 score on a puzzle with 5 letters. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Like, I mean, now they're gonna give me... Exactly, it's gonna be like 3 letters long. It's gonna be T, or P, or ass. Something that ain't gonna give me enough to work with. 500... 1,000 would be really great. 400, okay. That means I gotta get 3 consonants. There's 1. I got it. It's ah. Okay, Yvonne went with the A. N, yeah. There's 2. Because that's almost the thing, too. We don't want to get too many letters on the board. Carn? No, it's not Carn. WrestleMania. Cornucopia. Okay, yeah, cornucopia would work. Provided I can spell cornucopia properly. Alright. There shouldn't be enough there for May to solve it. God damn it! Fuck you, May. You did me dirty. Sorry, Nick. I tried, I really did. We had this dead to rights. We were 1 turn away. Alright, May's playing for the Caribbean Cruise. Oh, she can have that one. Same name. Same name on the bonus round? Are you fucked in the head game? And then she's gonna get this anyway. Because they always get it, they never don't get it. Evangeline or Evangeline and something something. Evangeline and Edwin... what? And Edwin Booth. Butts. Yeah, Butts would have been better. You got fucked. You got absolutely fucked. Fuck. It's not natural, damn it. I know, flip the fucking desk. You better take us with you on your fucking cruise there, May. You only won that because of me. And your AI bullshit skills. Let's make that perfectly clear here. Ah. Oh, well. Exactly. Very, very salty. Oh, well. Can't win them all, I guess. Alright, we're gonna start to wrap up for the evening then. Maybe there'll be a norovirus outbreak on a cruise ship. That's the one thing that actually keeps me from wanting to go on cruise ships is... it's always some horrible disease that's going around the ship, or somebody gets shoved over the side, and good luck proving that you got murdered, or... whenever you hear about cruise ships, you never hear about good things. But that's the thing with a lot of things, too. If you hear... you don't hear about something when it works, you hear about something when it breaks. So... I suppose that stands to reason. Alright. Yeah, and yeah... I mean, I'd rather go somewhere where the thing is not moving around. You know what I mean? I don't have to share it with a bunch of people, and another bunch of people, and another bunch of people. As far as cruise ships are concerned, I'll watch out to sea, and then consider that just it. Alright. So, you'd be scared of the implications. Oh, yes. Because of the implications, you see. let me get the little list of Gravitas out before we go too much farther here. Nice to get... It almost felt like I hadn't streamed in forever, but really it's just been... What, Saturday night we streamed, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Yeah, we went kind of a fucking while. And we're doing this again tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we are doing The Lone Ranger for Nintendo. It's like, what if Bayou Billy? But good. I know, it's kind of difficult to wrap your head around, but it's going to be it's Lone Ranger. I believe it came out in 1991. It's by Konami. And it's not bad. I've never played through it all, but it's not bad. So we're doing The Lone Ranger tomorrow night. Thank you, Nitro, very much. Thank you for the raid and for the resub. We always appreciate that, bud. And thank you, Z, for your compliment of bitties. Your rippies, your salties, everything that it was. Thank you very much. This hair is getting long. I'm thinking about getting this cut at some point. But then I would lose my iconic side hair. Gosh, I just have to go with another iconic hairdo, I suppose. Can I say iconic more? Iconic. Not enough for 3,600. Ooh. God damn, son. So that ought to put you a little bit... That actually healed you. I think that heals you pretty well. So enjoy being the stream boss a little bit more. Holy shit, thank you, Artifact, for the 350 rippies. Holy shit, boss. Hey, maybe I'll be able to get that larger stream deck after all. And fill it with all kinds of useless, stupid shit like this.
We have to go back!
Yes, he does like the Phoenix. Alright. We are done here, I believe. Alright, thank you very much, everyone who watched, followed, rated, bittied, subbed, and we will see you tomorrow night for The Lone Ranger. This good look. I fucking love this color. I actually wear this color in public sometimes. I just don't give a fuck. It looks fantastic. Look at this. This is nice. And sorry, Nick and Fonte, we got screwed over in the wheel, because the AI's a fucking piece of work, ain't it? Ugh. Butch Cavendish is an asshole. He stole the president and/or his daughter. We'll be doing something about that tomorrow. Au revoir. Mwah. Time to go read Why Your Team Sucks, the Minnesota Vikings edition. Let's get that underway. Bye-bye, everyone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring. From Los Angeles, California, the Lawman, Miles Edwards.
Wow! The roof nearly blew off the arena for this superstar.
I've heard some impressive crowd responses over the years, but the response this guy gets, well, it's incredible.
It's deafening most of the time.